So I'm going to create my own embossing techniques video. So we're going to try to make a simple embossing techniques. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 ways, and I want to start with what tools you're going to need. So you're going to need a soft surface. I have 4 layers of felt here, and this is big enough that my whole piece can easily fit on here. With the metal, you may want to tape the edges so that you don't get cut. You can just use some painter's tape along the sides. This piece doesn't have to be perfect because it's a practice. So I've got my metal, my felt. A roller will help kind of fix some of those imperfections that have developed. So I can just kind of roll and smooth this out. I decided to create my own video for you guys with 2 colored, so you can see the back and the front are different colors. And I have a pen, a nice point. We're not using it to write, we're just using it for the point. A blending tool here, or a paper pencil, a blending stick. A wooden clay tool. I liked the curve end on this one and the point, so it can be used on both sides. And that's pretty much what you're going to need. So we're going to start with the low relief first, and to create the low relief you're going to flip it to the back and you're going to decide what shape. Relief means, I just want to stop for a second. Relief means that the image is pumped out of the surface, so it can be done with stone or metal, and it just has like that bumped up feel. So I'm going to do a simple shape today. I did a little more complicated one with the flower, and I'm gonna go on to a more simple shape. So I'm just gonna do a diamond. Sorry about that. So you're just gonna you can use the pen to press into the metal. I think this is a really important practice for everybody, because while you're doing this, you're learning how hard you can press the metal or not, and without ripping it. I really think you need to figure that out before you start on your final. You'll be very upset if you rip your final. I worry that the pen, with the amount of pressure I was using, could rip it. So I like this little pencil, or not pencil, sorry, this wooden tool. I made my little diamond on the back on the felt. Now I'm going to remove it from the felt and flip it over. I'm going to outline along the outer edge of what I drew to kind of bring those lines out. I'm going to outline on the inside edge of what I drew. Okay, so that's a low relief. The second one, I'll flip it back to the back. For the first 3 techniques, you're going to work from the back, and for me, I chose the silver as the back. You can make that choice yourself. The second one, I'm going to draw the diamond again. I'm not rushing. If I was going really quickly, I could tear it. And when you're doing your project, you'll probably have a stencil that you're tracing the lines of, so you'll know just where you're working. You see something that's a little bit bumped, you can use the roller. This is a rubber roller that we used for printing. So you'll go around the outside. But not around the in. Oh, my apologies, guys. I started to go around the outside with the felt down, and I could tell that it was going deeper than I wanted. So I can just kind of, I forgot to remove my felt there. Kind of flatten that back. So I can flip it, and this time follow it on the opposite side around the diamond. You can see there that I'm leaving this section empty. If you decide you want, when you're making your real project, you want to add design to that, you can, or just leave some spaces empty. So I've got 2 diamonds. They're starting to look a little bit differently. For the high relief with rounded edge, I'm going to go along the outside of the diamond. I like this tool better. And sometimes you'll find that when you're working, you'll like a tool better. I haven't used this one much at all, but I'm about to. So on the outside, flipping it over to the green side, going around the outer edge again. Definitely work on this while you're sitting down. If you're standing, your lines could start to get away from you. All right, and then because this is high relief, we're going to put it back on the cushion, and you can use the curved edge of your wooden tool, or sorry, that's so bright, or this, and you're going to press evenly along to bump this shape up. And the metal will stretch because it has that nice cushion underneath. Okay, so it's bumped up. I hope it shows. And if you want to press even harder, you can do it again until you like where it is. How high up can you make it? The diamond. Okay, so the last one is engraving, and engraving is the only one that you start from the front. So from the front of this, you can just draw down in. And then you can just go around it a bit. To kind of, oops. Sometimes I forget. You can always edit it after. So that's engraving. So this was a piece of metal that wasn't perfect, but it worked great for a practice. And then your last step will be to label your pieces and turn them in when you're done. Then you'll be ready to start going on to the final. Thanks, guys.